I should probably set up how I want these matches to go to begin with. I want a really strong start to this show. I'm gonna book this second. Um, why? Why are the titles, the ROH tag titles, not online? Hmm. I'm gonna. This is not the match I'm getting rid of, but I need to delete it momentarily. I think the match I will get rid of is gonna be the ROH Women's Title match because I didn't build it up enough, and I don't care about it enough to be quite honest, which I hate to say, but I need space. I could use an artifact technically to give myself 2 more segments, but I don't want to cheat like that, so I'm not gonna do that. What do I want to come after? Well, okay, first off, I need to get that tag match back. So, where are FTR's titles? Like seriously. Their titles are connected to the pin. Are you joking? That technically makes Wardlow what? Is Wardlow technically counted as a tag champ too? What did the person do in this? Oh my god. Okay, that messes things up a lot. Does this give me my title match? It does. What the fuck? Wardlow is technically a tag champ as well. That is annoying. I hope that fixes itself out. Wow. Does it show that if I click on Wardlow? I don't even have a match for Wardlow on this card, I just realized. He is counted as the ROH World Tag Team Champion as well. Oh, the creator of the scenario messed up. I'm just gonna have to work around it. Damn it. Unless it fixes itself. Okay. I think I think next up will be Danny Garcia and Silas Shawn. And then I'll do the ROH. I think I'll bring the TBS title down here. Actually, let's bring the World Television title down here. I want this to be higher up the card. TBS. Let's do that in the co-main. That might work. That card might work. I have one segment left, right? So what I'm gonna do with that is I think I need to work MJF onto the card, possibly. Maybe. I feel like I should. I don't have any other feud with him besides with Bryan Danielson. So realistically, I don't really. I either start a feud with him, with somebody else, or I have him do something with Bryan, or I have him do something by himself. So, saying that, um, what do I need MJF to do really? Um, That's a hard call. MJF. I could do this and it could be fun, and I could make myself work with what it gives me. I don't know I want to risk that though, so is MJF a face of the company? I don't think he is, so um he is a heel here, right? Yes he is. Oh wait, yeah, okay. So I'm just looking at stuff here. What do I want to do for MJF? Oh, this is difficult. Hmm. Um, that's difficult. Who do I have on this roster? Let me take a real quick peek. You know what? MJF needs another feud. This is a feud based on disrespect. This should give us a good feud to work with. I just gotta come up with the full angle for it, so I think I can work with that though. Cause I do need something for MJF to do before he gets his title match. Cause it's gonna be a bit. I'm thinking the soonest that I see MJF getting this title match is Revolution, but which won't be until I think it's March, so it's a while to go. So we'll see. We'll see. What matches do I need to blow? What feuds do I need to blow off here? Well, is there any matches I'm blowing off here? Any feuds I'm blowing off here? I didn't really do much with this TBS feud, but it was kind of meant for a one-off anyway, so I'll probably just have Jade go over. This isn't done. This is done. I only wanted this to be a one-off too. I think this is probably done too, even though I could do more with it. This isn't done. Honestly, this is done too. I just wanted something for Silas to do. This this isn't done yet. This is done. Trios match done. That isn't, that is, that isn't, that is, that is, that isn't, that is. This one I'm not sure about. Do I want to do more between House of Black and Swerve? I feel like I should go with this feud a little longer. I feel like I should go with this one into Winter is Coming. I know some of you guys might be disappointed in me ending some of these feuds right away, but yeah, I'm not gonna end Luchasaurus Jack Perry right away. I feel like I can get more out of that before I transition into Christian Cage Jack Perry. Um, and Jay Lethal Claudio is another one I'm debating. I know Britt Baker Jamie Hayter isn't done after this. I don't know about the main event either if I want to continue Adam Cole, because if Adam Cole loses tonight, how do I get him? How do I get him back for another match? Is my thing right now. Like, how do I get him worthy of another match unless I just have him? I'm gonna have to have him beat people. But then even if I have him worthy of another match, I'm just gonna have to beat him again. So I'm thinking I might just blow this off too and have this be a one-off, and we can always come back to this later if need be. Lethal and Claudio. I kind of want to drag this out because this should be really good. I think I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna drag this out. I might have something to make out of this, so we'll leave that alone. Now, do any of my matches need gimmicks? Is a question too. Honestly, not that I can think of. Not that, I mean, actually, that's a lie. I need this Pure Rules match, obviously. Pure Rules. Let's do that. Um, John Moxley and Chris Jericho. I think I want that in a straight up wrestling match too. Um, I'm gonna make the Interim World Women's Championship a bit more interesting. We're gonna make this on Penelope Ford's um more her style of a matchup a bit, and give her the advantage even, and let this be a street fight. These two women are gonna put on a show, and then other than that, I don't think I don't think there's any other, unless I want something on my main event. I could do something for my main event, I suppose. I don't think I really have anything to do for the main event. So, I realistically, I think I don't really need too many gimmicks on this show. I think I'm pretty set. Um, I know I'm not doing any feud packages. Here, there's a feud package you can do to give feuds hype. I'm not doing any. I don't really have space to do any. I needed something for MJF on the show so he doesn't lose his. So his morale doesn't go down. He doesn't lose any overness. I need him to do something. And I Don't want to get rid of any other matches here. I mean, a ton of them are ending. And I want the Elite to return, as this is one of the biggest shows of the year. So this is the time for them to come back in my eyes. So I think we're just gonna jump into it at this point. So let's get ready to play the event. Pretty cool poster. We got Bryan, Danielson, Pac, and Adam Cole. So AEW presents Full Gear live tonight in front of a fully packed audience. We are sold out tonight. Hell yes. Fan interest is high for the event, which is headlined by Bryan Danielson versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. One of the most anticipated matches of the night is the Pinnacle Wheeler and Harwood versus Motor City Machine. This is FTR versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. Other matches that have the fans buzzing include Jade Cargill versus Riho for the TBS Championship for some reason, and Claudio Castignoli versus Jay Lethal for the ROH World Championship. That actually should be there. That's going to be a killer match. If it isn't, that will suck. The predictions for the night by Angel Wade are that Bryan Danielson retains, Britt Baker is going to win, Claudio Castagnoli retains via DQ, Luchasaurus wins, Kings of the Black Throne win the titles, Jade Cargill retains, Trent Berreta wins, Samoa Joe retains, Penelope Ford wins the title. No idea who wins the ROH World Tag Team match. The ROH Pure match, Daniel Garcia retains, Chris Jericho wins, Death Triangle retain, and let's see how the show goes. So, to open up the night, we have the Trios Championship match. Death Triangle taking on Adam Page and Dark Order. This realistically would probably be a hell of a matchup, but the Death Triangle do retain, in fact. Nice. And that feud is blown off, gives us a good match, gets us Dark Order and Hangman on the card, and we are building Death Triangles. We are building Death Triangle as great trio champions here. But the originals are back. The Elite is here, and I'm guessing they are coming for their trios championships. But we'll see on Dynamite where this leads. Next up, we've got Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho. In this match, it's a hell of a matchup, but Chris Jericho is going to cheat to beat Jon Moxley here. What turned out to be a really good matchup. Good stuff. Jon Moxley's back on his way to becoming the face of the company, which is good. This is a Lionheart Chris Jericho. This would be a hell of a wrestling match. Chris Jericho kicks Jon in the dick, and then hits him with the Judas effect to get the win. Actually, I think I'd rather see him put in the Lion Tamer and pass out, is what I think would happen. Daniel Garcia versus Silas Young, the Pure Rules World title match. Daniel Garcia is going to retain his title. Pretty good match. Silas Young gets a big spotlight match. All is well. ROH World Tag Team Championship match. FTR versus Motor City Machine Guns. Here, simply enough, FTR do indeed beat Motor City Machine Guns, and what I'm guessing is going to be a hell of a matchup here. Let's see. It was really good, but I actually expected it to be better. I honestly thought we'd get 5 stars of that, especially since it's a feud that was actually hot. So, a street fight match for the AEW Interim Women's World Championship. Toni Storm will end up retaining, though she looks in trouble at different points in the matchup. Penelope Ford looks great here. This elevates her some, but Toni Storm, at the end of the day, this is about building her up as the interim women's champion before the actual women's champion returns at some point down the line. Next up, ROH World Television Champion Samoa Joe faces Shawn Spears. Samoa Joe will retain his title tonight. Shawn Spears getting an impressive showing though out of it, and it's good to have the chairman back. We'll see what comes with him in the future, if anything. Wheeler Yuta versus Trent Berreta in a grudge match. Now, you might expect that Wheeler Yuta is going over here, but I'm actually going to give Trent Berreta this win. Trent Berreta kind of needs to win. Now, don't get me wrong, this feud will end with Wheeler Yuta going out on top. But for now, I want Trent to get some momentum. And Trent is a hell of a talent. This would be a hell of a matchup. So I'm not disappointed in that. Wheeler Yuta can lose a little bit of momentum. It's okay. Jade Cargill versus Riho. Jade going over, still undefeated. The baddest bitch on the block, still undefeated. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna be doing make do stuff with Jade for a while until there is two people I have in mind that will take this title from Jade eventually, and one of them is available, one of them isn't, and we'll see. Next up is the AEW World Tag Team Championship match, Swerve in Our Glory versus Kings of the Black Throne. This one should be good, really should be, and it is a really good matchup here, and we kind of hope we see this one again, I think. Moving on, we have a grudge match between Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus. And Luchasaurus, with some help from that dastardly Christian, with some distractions. Yeah, we'll even have Christian do a distraction, I think. Luchasaurus is going to get the win because of it. And it was still a pretty good matchup, so I don't regret doing that. But Luchasaurus needs to win right now. Jack Perry is kind of on a downward spiral. He's lost to Christian and Luchasaurus now. Jack Perry is going to have to look within himself and make a big comeback and statement soon. ROH World Championship match. Jay Lethal versus Claudio Castignoli. Claudio is going to retain tonight. Though I suspect this isn't the last we see of these two. This is too good a matchup to be the last time we see it. Backstage, we have MJF scheduled for an interview when Eddie Kingston comes in. So he's had enough of Maxwell's shit. Said he's not a fan of Bryan Danielson, but he is friends with Jon Moxley and some of the other members of the. He's friends with Jon Moxley. He kind of likes that kid Wheeler Yuta. He hates Claudio, but him and the Blackpool Combat Club were allies not too long ago. He's not going to let Maxwell have anything to do with tonight's main event. And honestly, he's just tired of Max's shit. And he wants to see Max in the ring at some point. Max yells out that he's a fat piece of shit. And and just calls out how, just probably plainly says, Kingston, you're not even hot anymore. How dare you come up to me? So something like that, something along those lines. He's are we working or are we shooting? So Dr. Britt Baker versus Jamie Hayter. Britt Baker is going to get the win in this first matchup of what is going to be a bit of a series here. I suspect this will go at least 3 matches. Jamie Hayter, we are building, but Dr. Britt Baker realistically should get the win here in their first match. We'll see how this feud plays out. And in our main event, we have AEW World Champion Bryan Danielson defending against Adam Cole. And Bryan Danielson is going to retain in a hell of a matchup. And it was indeed a hell of a matchup. The match/feud got hot by the looks of it. I probably should have kept it going, but oh well. Ended up giving us a 5-star matchup. Maybe someday we'll come back to these two fighting again, but for now, this was a one-off for us. So. Bryan Danielson could have found somebody else to fight, which is okay. Okay. We've got a lot that has happened here. So, I hope all the titles have Pure Rules match leveled up. Nice. Popularity for the segments increased. All our titles seem to have moved up for prestige, which is what I want to see. Level up for the new challenger feud. That's great. Feuds can level up as well, so they give more of a boost when you kick them off for their base hype. All the titles have gone up I've seen so far. Nice. Honestly, great shit. Good stuff. I don't see any negatives here. That's what I want to see. That's what we need. Jon Moxley's on his way to becoming a face of the company again. We still lost 2 points on our reputation somehow. That is fucked. Probably because we're facing off with Survivor Series, which is fucked us here. Because this was a pretty good show. Holy shit, Daniel Garcia refused to give up as he crawled around for 2 minutes and saw Shield's submission. The fans are going crazy. Been awarded 30 creative points, and Daniel Garcia got an overness boost, 2%. That's awesome. Pure Rules match went decreased for this event, but it worked out still. A street fight match increased for this event, so I'll take that. Britt Baker's morale changed to happy from content, which is another reason I needed to give her the win tonight. Feuds, a lot of feuds ended, but we had one start with MJF and Eddie Kingston here. Cash Wheeler's starting to get over, Jade Cargill's starting to get over, Swerve Strickland's starting to get over, Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson put on a hot match, boosting their overness by 4%, and their feud became hot, but doesn't matter because I ended it. This was a 4.25 star event overall. Could have been better, really. Hopefully, we'll get more momentum next month with Winter is Coming. I'm really hoping with this next month gives us some momentum that we desperately need. So, uh, only losing 11K is not awful. We had a lot more people watch this one than last month, so we are going in the right direction. Realistically, Survivor Series could have blown us out of the water a bit more with gaining fans. They blew us out of the water in terms of buys, but we did way better than last month's show. War Chamber, that's pretty cool having this month. Let's see what's happening in the Wrestling Spectator. Titan signs with WWE. Survivor Series goes beyond the hype. Selena Vega's ready to return. A match of the year at Survivor Series contender between Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Edge and Seth Rollins had a great match. Roman Reigns got over. He should have already been over, realistically. New champion. Roman Reigns became the new WWE Universal Champion at main event. I didn't know he didn't have the title. We should be checking in with our competition, actually, to see what's going on with them a bit. A new champion crowned at Friday Night SmackDown as Brock Lesnar was crowned the new champion. Oh shit, it changed hands twice? I don't know. Fantastic match, a full year. Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson tore the house down. That's what we want to see. We got more spaces in the newsletter this time. Let's go. Fantastic match, a full year between Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho. Oh, we didn't get more spaces. New Japan's got a ton of spaces here. New Japan announced that Misa Kagura was released from the company. Sources say it was because the company didn't have any direction for her. New Japan X Stardom X Over delivers. Natsuko Tora is available to return. Kota Ibushi recovers. Recovery finish for Clark Connors. And match of the year contender between Kairi and Momo Watanabe. Okay. Do we get any talent requests this month? We do. Madison Rain wants to be the main eventer. Sorry, sister. Can you ask for something else? And her next request is to win a championship in 2 months. Huh. That is very interesting. That does not work for me either, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to decline your request for both of those. This blows. I can't trust you with things important to me. Scorpio Sky, Layla Hirsch, Thunder Rosa, and Santana are ready to return. Do I have plans with any of those people? Yes, actually. Probably 2 of them. Maybe 3. Maybe all 4 even. We'll see. not to bury the lead too much, you know. Madison Reigns win a championship request was declined, and as a result, her morale decreased negative 20%. Well, decreased 20%, I should say. Available indie. Lufisto has made herself available to sign. Mazur, okay, this is just popularity gained for our training roster. Scorpio Sky is available. Layla Hirsch is available. Thunder Rose is available. And Santana is available. Let's go. I'm not going to book anymore tonight, but I do, before I go, I kind of just want to look at the I want to look at the other champions and the other promotions. Super Series promotions. Maybe pause here if you want to read this with me. I don't feel like reading all this right now. So, wow, Richard Holiday's a double champ. Look at that. National Open Weight and Caribbean Heavyweight. And then Impact. What's going on here? Good to see Jordan Grace as Knockouts champ. Still, Josh Alexander. Nice. Pretty much, is there any weird ones? Is what I'm looking for, kind of. I couldn't really discuss if there's weird ones in the Super Series promotions as much. These look all like none of these titles have changed. I don't think a single one of these titles has changed. So, yeah, I don't think so at least. But I could be wrong. New Japan, what's going on over here? Jay White still champ, cool. Sayuri still champ. I think she's champ in real life. Ricky Knight still champ, beating Ospreay recently. Hiroshi Tanahashi is a United States champ. Let's see. Starlight Kid, IWGP Women's Champion, has been crowned, and it's Starlight Kid. Has she always been the champ? Oh wow, she's lost most her matches. Oh, she's also the Artist of Stardom champion. Interesting. Starlight Kid is a double champ. That's cool. Starlight Kid's great. IWGP Tag Team Champions championships are vacant, probably because in real life it's FTR. They probably just haven't crowned champs yet. I wish you could have titles cross promoted. Wow, they have a bigger roster than us and less spaces. Holy shit. Asumi is the high speed champion for them. Alex Windsor. Interesting. Got Stardom. That must be a tag team thing? Yeah, it is. Fed rosters to strong openweight champ still. Me, SWA Undisputed. I'm just giving a look here. In the United Empire, TJP and Akira are the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Chaos are the Trios Champs, 6-man champs, whatever. Shingo Takagi is the King of Pro Wrestling. Interesting stuff. Shibata's only got 2 appearances for them. Interesting. I am gonna go to NXT now. Who's champions here? Mandy Rose still the women's. Braun Breaker still men's main world champion. Wes Lee has become North American champion. That's actually pretty cool for him. Pretty Deadly is still the tag team. And Life of the Party are the women's tag team. Who the fuck are the Life of the Party? Is my goddamn Caden Carter and Katana. Oh, so the real champions in real life. I didn't know they had a fucking tag team name. I had no clue those fuckers had a tag team name. Huh, interesting. Anyways, on to WWE. What's going on over here? Roman Reigns is the WWE champion and Universal champion. He must have won it back from Brock after Brock beat him. Bianca Belair is the Raw Women's. Liv Morgan's SmackDown Women's. So this is all right so far. The Bougie and the Badass are women's tag team, which is actually correct as well. Bobby Lashley, United States, which is correct as well. Usos, correct for both. And Gunther, Intercontinental, correct. Dana Brooke. All the champions are the same as real life right now. That's actually incredible. They actually have space to hire people, too. That's actually incredible as well. Wow. Wow, interesting. Well, we checked that out. On that note, I'm gonna end this one. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, even share you like to. I do originally stream these episodes on Twitch. RJ Epic One is the channel. Anyway, guys, I will see you all later. I don't know when I'll be back, but I wanted to get a second episode of this out tonight. Just to kind of have some episodes to release slowly throughout the week here in case I don't have time to record more. I'm trying. I'm gonna see if I can make this series daily. If I can handle it, then I'm gonna try to do it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.